Close your eyes now, little one. Let your breath grow soft and even, like the gentle sigh of the willow trees in the whispering glade. We're going to a place far, far away, to a time long, long ago, when the stars sang lullabies to the sleeping world. Imagine, if you will, the garden of everlasting twilight. It isn't a garden of bright sun and buzzing bees, but one of quiet shadows and shimmering dew. The flowers there bloom in colors you've never seen, the softest blues and lavenders, fading into a pearly white at the edges. Their petals are like spun moonlight, cool and smooth to the touch. In this garden lived Ilara, a gentle spirit whose laughter sounded like the tinkling of tiny bells. Ilara wasn't like the other spirits of the garden. She didn't dance with the fireflies or whisper secrets to the ancient trees. Ilara loved to wander, her bare feet silent on the mossy paths, collecting memories. Every fallen leaf, every dewdrop clinging to a spiderweb, held a fragment of the past, a forgotten dream, a whispered wish, a moment of quiet joy. Ilara gathered these memories in a silken pouch woven from starlight and spider silk. It rested gently against her heart, humming with the softest light. Tonight she walked along the edge of the dream pond, a still, dark pool reflecting the distant galaxies. The air was thick with the scent of night, looming jasmine and tiny glow. Worms winked from beneath the broad leaves of water lilies. A gentle breeze, a whisper from the edges of the universe, stirred the leaves, creating a hushed, rhythmic susurrus. As she trailed her fingers through the cool water of the dream pond, ripples spread outwards, each carrying a faint echo of forgotten wishes. They shimmered, opalescent, under the gaze of 3 silver moons that hung like ripe fruit in the velvet sky. From the heart of the pond, a single lotus flower unfurled, its petals glowing with an inner luminescence. It offered itself a silent invitation. She knelt, breathing in the sweet, watery fragrance, and with a touch light as thistledown, plucked a single petal. As it met her palm, the petal dissolved into a fine, golden dust, which danced and swirled around her before settling gently upon her skin. The dust sang, a wordless melody that resonated deep within her bones, a lullaby older than time itself. Now she felt an irresistible pull, a gentle tug towards the stars reflected in the pond. It was an invitation to step beyond the boundary of waking and dreaming, to traverse the shimmering pathways between worlds. With a serene smile, she closed her eyes and allowed herself to fall forward into the embrace of the starlit water. The dream pond welcomed her without resistance. Instead of coldness, she felt a comforting warmth envelop her. The water transformed into a sea of pure light, carrying her deeper and deeper into the cosmos. The glowworms of the shore became distant suns, and the susurrus of the wind transformed into the music of the spheres, a harmonious chorus of creation itself. Deeper still, she drifted, past nebulae painted in lavender and gold. Each wisp of color pulsed with gentle energy, whispering secrets of forgotten galaxies. She saw beings of pure light dancing among the cosmic dust, their laughter echoing in the silent expanse. They were the architects of starlight, the weavers of celestial tapestries, and they bowed their heads in silent greeting as she passed. A sense of homecoming washed over her, a feeling of belonging to this vast, eternal realm. Here there was no weight, no sorrow, only the boundless joy of existence. She stretched out a hand, and a shimmering star nestled in her palm, radiating warmth and peace. Its light pulsed in rhythm with her own heartbeat, a silent conversation between soul and cosmos. She felt a gentle tug, a guiding force pulling her towards a place of unimaginable beauty. The light intensified, growing into a blinding radiance that did not hurt, but soothed. Shapes began to form in the distance, crystalline structures, floating islands of amethyst, and rivers of liquid moonlight. It was the Isle of Ethel, the legendary resting place of ancient dreams, a place where forgotten hopes bloomed into reality, where the echoes of creation resonated in every grain of sand. She knew, with a certainty that transcended words, that she was home. This was the heart of the dream pond, the source of all inspiration, the wellspring of all possibility. She drifted closer, eager to explore its wonders, to lose herself in its ethereal beauty. The air hummed with a gentle resonance, a low thrum that vibrated not just in her ears, but deep within her very being. It was the music of Ethel, the song of slumbering gods and nascent stars. As she floated onward, the landscape unfolded in layers of serene majesty. Crystalline trees, their branches laden with shimmering dewdrop, pearls, lined the banks of the moonlit rivers. The water flowed with a grace that defied gravity, swirling and eddying in patterns that resembled constellations. Tiny luminescent fish, each scale a miniature aurora, darted through the liquid light, leaving trails of stardust in their wake. She reached out a hand, and the water parted around her touch, cool and silken against her skin. It felt like being embraced by the universe itself, a gentle reassurance that she was exactly where she needed to be. A melody, faint but clear, drifted from the heart of the isle. It was a lullaby, ancient and profound, woven from the sighing of the wind through the crystal trees, the murmur of the moonlit rivers, and the quiet breathing of sleeping stars. Drawn by its enchanting call, she followed the river inland. The path before her shimmered with promise, leading her deeper into the heart of Ethel, towards the source of the dream song, towards a peace that transcended all understanding. The amethyst skies deepened to a velvety indigo, and the stars above began to whisper secrets only the dreamers of Ethel could hear. With each gentle footstep, the earth beneath her bare feet pulsed with a soft, internal light. It was as though the very ground recognized her, welcoming her home. Tiny, luminescent blossoms unfurled in her wake, their delicate petals releasing a fragrance of honeydew and stardust. She passed beneath archways woven from living willow trees, their branches draped with glowing moss that swayed in time with her heartbeat. The air grew thick with the sweet scent of nocturnal jasmine and the earthy aroma of ancient stones. Deeper still, the river broadened into a still lake, reflecting the indigo sky like a perfect mirror. On its surface, lily pads of pure silver floated serenely, each cradling a single, softly glowing pearl. At the center of the lake, a small island rose, crowned by a single, ancient olive tree. Its gnarled trunk pulsed with the same inner light as the earth, and its silver leaves shimmered like captured moonlight. From its branches hung crystal chimes that sang a melody of such profound peace that it resonated deep within her soul, quieting every thought, every worry, until only a sense of pure, unadulterated being remained. The dream song, she realized, emanated from this sacred place, from the heart of Ethel, whispering of endless possibility and boundless love. It was a song of belonging, of homecoming, a gentle lullaby woven from the fabric of the cosmos itself. And as she stepped onto the shore of the island, she knew she had finally arrived. The sand beneath her bare feet felt warm, imbued with a golden sunlight that seemed to rise from within the earth itself. Each grain held a tiny spark, a miniature sun echoing the larger celestial bodies above. The air, thick with the scent of blooming night jasmine and distant sea salt, caressed her skin like a lover's gentle touch. Before her, the island unfolded in a tapestry of lush greens and vibrant blues. Waterfalls cascaded down moss-covered cliffs, their music intertwining with the dream song, creating a symphony of serenity. Strange, luminous flowers pulsed with a soft inner light, their petals unfurling in slow, graceful dances. Butterflies with wings, like stained glass windows, fluttered amongst them, carrying whispers of forgotten languages on the gentle breeze. She followed a winding path paved with smooth river stones, each one worn smooth by the passage of time and countless footsteps, perhaps her own in another life. Ancient trees, their branches reaching towards the sky like supplicating arms, lined the way. Their leaves, a shimmering silver, rustled in the wind, sharing secrets only the stars could understand. She paused to touch the bark of one particularly old tree, feeling a surge of memory, not her own, but belonging to the tree itself, of seasons endured, of storms weathered, of the quiet joy of simply being alive. Deeper into the island she ventured, drawn by the irresistible pull of the dream song, her heart lighter with every step, her spirit soaring on the wings of peace. The path led her to a clearing, bathed in the soft glow of twilight. In the center stood an ancient stone altar, adorned with offerings of flowers and shimmering stones. This, she knew, was the heart of Ethel, the place where dreams were born, where the veil between worlds thinned, and where the music of the cosmos resonated most strongly. It was a place of profound peace, a haven for the soul, a sanctuary where she could finally rest. As Alara approached the altar, she felt a gentle hum beneath her feet, a vibration that resonated deep within her bones. The air shimmered with motes of light, each one a tiny star, a fragment of a forgotten constellation. She reached out a hand, and one of the motes brushed against her skin, leaving a trail of warmth and the faintest scent of honeysuckle. Upon the altar lay a single, perfect pearl, radiating a soft, lunar glow. It pulsed gently, like a sleeping heart, beckoning Alara closer. As she gazed into its depths, she saw swirling nebulae, celestial rivers of stardust, and the faint glimmer of distant galaxies. It was a window into the infinite, a mirror reflecting the boundless beauty of the cosmos. Slowly, reverently, she lifted the pearl. Its weight was surprisingly light, as if it were filled with air, with dreams, with the whisper of ancient songs. Holding it close to her heart, Alara closed her eyes and breathed deeply. The scent of honeysuckle intensified, mingling with the earthy aroma of the altar stones and the sweet fragrance of the flowers. A wave of tranquility washed over her, soothing every ache, calming every fear. She felt herself dissolving, merging with the light, becoming one with the hum of the universe. In this moment of perfect stillness, she understood. She was not just Alara, a traveler on a starlit path. She was a part of everything, a single note in the symphony of existence, a fleeting dream in the mind of the cosmos. And in that dream, she was loved, she was cherished, she was eternally at peace. Elura, now a shimmering essence, drifted further into the celestial tapestry. She was no longer bound by form, but flowed like stardust on a gentle breeze. She danced with nebulas, trailing ribbons of amethyst and rose, each movement painting new galaxies into existence. The air, if one could call it that, was thick with the scent of moon blossoms and the quiet melody of distant quasars. She passed through veils of pure light, each one a memory of the universe unfolding. She saw the first flicker of consciousness awakening in nascent stars, felt the slow geological heartbeat of ancient planets forming, listened to the whispered conversations between comets as they charted their endless journeys. She paused near a swirling cloud of gold, a nursery for newborn suns. Tiny, incandescent sparks, barely larger than fireflies, pulsed with boundless energy. They chirped and sang, their voices a chorus of joyous creation, eager to burst forth and illuminate the void. Elura felt a profound sense of kinship with these nascent lights, a shared understanding of the inherent goodness in being. A gentle current then pulled her onward, toward a realm of quiet contemplation. Here, ancient trees with roots that plumbed the very foundations of reality stood in silent majesty, their leaves shimmering silver and etched with the history of time itself, rustled in a soft, perpetual sigh. This was the Grove of Whispers, where the universe pondered its own mysteries, sharing its secrets only with those who listened with the heart. Elura, in her ethereal form, was welcome here. She drifted between the ancient boles, feeling the cool, moss-covered bark beneath her spectral fingertips. Each tree emanated a gentle hum, a resonant note in the grand symphony of existence. Closing her eyes, Elura inhaled the air, redolent with the scent of petrichor and stardust. It was a fragrance that whispered of creation, of beginnings beyond comprehension. One gnarled oak, its branches reaching towards the heavens like supplicating arms, seemed to beckon her. As she approached, a single silver leaf detached itself and fluttered down, landing softly on her open palm. It pulsed with a faint, warm light. Looking closer, Elura saw intricate patterns etched upon its surface, constellations mirroring those she knew, and countless others yet to be discovered. This was a map, not of places, but of feelings, of longing, of joy, of sorrow, and of the boundless, beautiful potential that lay dormant within everything. The leaf seemed to vibrate with a gentle understanding, as if acknowledging the echoes of her own soul. She felt a wave of tranquility wash over her, dissolving any lingering anxieties. The grove embraced her, welcoming her as one of its own. Here, time had no meaning, only the quiet, steady rhythm of the universe, breathing in and breathing out, in an eternal dance of creation and rebirth. Elura knew, with a certainty that resonated deep within her core, that she was home, not in a place, but in a state of being, a state of perfect, quiet belonging. The leaf in her hand glowed brighter, then gently dissolved into motes of shimmering light, becoming part of the very air she breathed. And as the leaf light faded, a gentle warmth spread through Elura, a resonance with the stars themselves. The velvet darkness around her began to shimmer, revealing constellations woven from stardust and whispered dreams. She saw the Great Bear lumbering across the cosmic canvas, Ursa Major's watchful eye twinkling with ancient secrets. Orion, the hunter, stood poised with his celestial bow, guarding the pathways between worlds. Elora felt a pull, a gentle invitation to journey among these luminous beings. She closed her eyes, and when she opened them again, she was no longer standing on solid ground, but adrift in the celestial sea. Around her, nebulae swirled like painted silks, colors shifting and merging in a dance of unimaginable beauty. Emerald greens faded into sapphire blues, then bloomed into ruby reds and amethyst purples, a symphony of light playing out on an infinite stage. She drifted past sleeping suns, their golden light radiating outwards in gentle pulses. Comets trailed behind them like shimmering ribbons, leaving trails of stardust in their wake. Each celestial body hummed with its own unique song, a low, resonant frequency that vibrated in Elora's very soul. It was a language she understood without words, a song of creation, of birth, and of the endless unfolding of the universe. A lullaby sung by the cosmos itself. The air, if it could be called air, tasted of starlight and ancient honey, sweet and calming on her spirit. Elora drifted closer to a nebula painted in hues of lavender and rose. It pulsed gently, like a celestial heart beating in the vast darkness. Within its soft glow, she saw swirling patterns, the birth of stars unfolding in slow motion. New worlds were being breathed into existence, cradled in the arms of cosmic dust. Each tiny spark was a potential, a promise whispered on the solar winds. She reached out a hand, her fingers phasing through the shimmering colors. The nebula's energy enveloped her, a gentle warmth spreading through her being. It was a sensation of pure creation, of limitless possibilities taking shape. Elora felt a surge of joy, a deep connection to the very source of existence. As she moved deeper into the nebula, she saw figures coalescing from the stardust. Beings of pure light, their forms fluid and shifting, danced in the cosmic ballet. They were the architects of stars, the weavers of galaxies, their movements graceful and purposeful. Their laughter echoed softly through the void, a sound like the tinkling of celestial bells. Elora watched in awe as they shaped and molded the raw materials of the universe. They guided comets on their paths, nudged asteroids into orbit, and sculpted planets from swirling clouds of gas. Their work was a symphony of creation, a masterpiece of cosmic art. And in their eyes, Elora saw a reflection of herself, a spark of that same creative energy residing within her. She knew, with a certainty that resonated deep within her soul, that she was a part of this grand tapestry, a thread in the endless weaving of the universe. As the celestial artisans turned their attention to a newly formed sun, Elora felt a warmth bloom on her skin, even from this vast distance. The star, still young and restless, pulsed with a raw, untamed light. They gently calmed its fiery temperament, whispering ancient songs of balance and harmony. With each note, the sun's flares softened, its light becoming a beacon of warmth and life, giving energy rather than chaotic destruction. From the nascent star, they gathered motes of light, tiny fragments of its radiant essence. These motes, shimmering like captured stardust, were carefully scattered across the void. Elora watched, mesmerized, as they began to coalesce, drawing together with an invisible force, forming shimmering nebulae, clouds of color painted across the canvas of space. Hues of lavender and rose, of emerald and gold, swirled together in an ethereal dance. The artisan smiled, a silent communication passing between them and Elara. They invited her to reach out, to touch the unfolding wonder. Hesitantly, Elara extended her hand. As her fingers brushed against the edge of a nebula, a sensation of pure joy washed over her. She felt the birth of stars, the whisper of galaxies being born, the gentle hum of the universe in perfect accord. It was a symphony of creation playing out within her very being, a profound connection to the heartbeat of existence. The nebula pulsed gently in response, bathing her in its celestial glow, a silent welcome to the grand and beautiful unfolding. It was home. Elara drifted deeper into the nebula's embrace, the stardust swirling around her like a gentle snow. Each mote held the memory of ancient suns, of planets yet to form, of cosmic dances played out across eons. A soft, ethereal light emanated from the heart of the nebula, beckoning her forward. It was the color of twilight, a blend of lavender, rose, and gold, a hue that soothed the soul and calmed the mind. As she moved closer, she perceived forms taking shape within the light. Nebulous creatures, beings of pure energy, swam through the star-acid currents. They were graceful and serene, their movements slow and deliberate, each ripple of energy leaving trails of shimmering light. They greeted Elara with a silent welcome, their thoughts flowing into her mind like a gentle stream. She understood their language, a language of feeling and intention, a universal tongue spoken by all creation. One of the beings, larger and brighter than the others, approached her. It pulsed with a warm, golden light, and Elara felt a deep sense of peace wash over her. This being, she knew instinctively, was a guardian of the nebula, a protector of its secrets and a guide to those who were worthy. It extended a tendril of light towards her, and Elara reached out to meet it. As their energies merged, she saw visions of the universe unfolding, of galaxies spinning into being, of life blossoming on distant worlds. It was a tapestry of infinite beauty and complexity, woven together with love and harmony. The guardian smiled, a silent expression of understanding and acceptance, and then, with a gentle push, it sent Elara deeper into the heart of the nebula, towards the source of its light, toward the dawn of creation itself. The light grew warmer, a comforting embrace rather than a blinding glare. Elara drifted further, losing all sense of up or down, left or right. She was simply asterisk being asterisk, a single point of awareness within an endless ocean of luminous color. The air around her hummed with a gentle melody, a cosmic lullaby that resonated deep within her soul. As she moved, she noticed shimmering strands of light, like threads of spun moonlight, weaving themselves into intricate patterns. These were the thoughts of the nebula, the dreams of the cosmos made visible. Elara watched them dance and coalesce, forming fleeting images of ancient trees with silver leaves, of crystalline rivers flowing through valleys of amethyst, of creatures made of pure starlight. Soaring through the void, she felt a profound connection to these images, a sense of remembering rather than seeing. It was as if these were echoes of forgotten lives, fragments of ancient memories shared across the universe. Elara reached out to touch a passing strand, and a wave of tranquility washed over her. She understood, without words, that everything was connected, that every star, every atom, every thought was a part of the same grand, harmonious whole. The light intensified once more, bathing her in a golden glow. Ahead, she saw a swirling vortex of pure energy, a fountain of creation that seemed to pulse with the very heartbeat of existence. This was the source, the heart of the nebula, the place where stars were born and dreams took flight. Elara felt drawn to it, an irresistible pull towards the infinite potential that lay within. It was time to take the final step, to merge with the source and become one with the universe itself. With a gentle sigh, she surrendered to the light, ready to embrace the dawn of creation. As Elara drifted closer to the nebula's heart, she noticed the light was not blinding, but rather incredibly soft, like moonlight filtering through the leaves of a silver bird. It was a light that nurtured, that soothed, a light that welcomed her home. The swirling colors began to coalesce, forming gentle, iridescent patterns like the wings of a celestial butterfly. Around her, whispers arose, not in any language she knew, yet perfectly understandable. They were the thoughts of stars, the songs of nebulae, the dreams of comets long extinguished. They spoke of cycles, of birth and rebirth, of the eternal dance of energy. Elara felt herself dissolving, her individual consciousness expanding to encompass these whispers, these cosmic melodies. She became aware of a vast tapestry woven from stardust and dreams. Here, nebulae painted masterpieces across the velvet canvas of eternity. Here, comets trailed ribbons of shimmering light, etching ephemeral tales in the cosmos. Here, the gentle hum of existence resonated in perfect harmony. With each breath, she felt the ancient wisdom of the universe flowing through her. She remembered lifetimes lived as a shimmering aurora borealis, as a single grain of sand on a distant, forgotten shore, as the silent, watchful moon. She was everything and nothing, connected to all that ever was and all that ever would be. A single tear, composed of pure starlight, rolled down her cheek, a testament to the boundless beauty and profound peace she now embodied. The starlight tear, warm against her skin, fell onto the soft moss carpeting the glade. Where it landed, a tiny, luminous flower sprouted, its petals unfurling in slow motion, revealing a heart of pure, golden light. This light pulsed gently, a miniature echo of the great cosmic heartbeat she felt within herself. She reached out a hand, her fingers brushing the delicate petals. As she touched it, she felt a wave of tranquil energy flow into her, carrying with it whispers of forgotten constellations and the lullabies of dying stars. She saw, not with her eyes, but with her very essence, the slow dance of galaxies, the birth and death of nebulae painted across the infinite canvas of space. She felt herself drawn to a nearby spring, its waters shimmering with an otherworldly glow. Kneeling beside it, she saw her reflection staring back, but it was not quite her. It was a composite of every face she had ever been, every creature she had ever known, a mosaic of existence, held together by the thread of her own eternal soul. Dipping her hand into the spring, she felt the water tingle against her skin, invigorating and calming at the same time. She brought the water to her lips and drank, the liquid tasting of moonlight and dreams. As the water slid down her throat, she felt a profound sense of homecoming, as if she had finally returned to the source of her being. The wind rustled softly through the ancient trees surrounding the glade, carrying with it the scent of pine and damp earth. It whispered secrets in a language she instinctively understood, tales of gods and goddesses, of heroes and heroines, of the endless cycle of creation and destruction. These were not stories of conflict or strife, but of the beauty inherent in the universe, the delicate balance between light and shadow, the quiet grandeur of existence itself. She closed her eyes, letting the wind wash over her, feeling herself become one with the breath of the world. And as she breathed, the wind carried her higher, beyond the familiar canopy of leaves and into a twilight realm painted in hues of lavender and rose. Beneath her, the world shimmered, a tapestry of rolling hills and silver rivers, all softened by the gathering dusk. Above, the first stars began to prick the darkening canvas, each a tiny spark of infinite potential. She felt no fear, only a profound sense of homecoming. It was as if she were remembering a place she had always known, a truth that had been slumbering within her. The wind sang a song of celestial spheres, of constellations turning in slow, graceful dances, and of nebulae birthing new worlds in explosions of color and light. A gentle warmth enveloped her, and she knew she was being guided, carried by an unseen force towards a luminous horizon. There, where the sky met the earth, she saw a grove of trees unlike any she had ever imagined. Their leaves were spun of moonlight, their branches adorned with blossoms of pure starlight. As she drew closer, she heard the faintest melody, a harmonious blend of rustling leaves and whispering stars, a lullaby that resonated deep within her soul. The air hummed with a gentle energy, a palpable sense of peace and tranquility. It was the heart of the world, she realized, the very source of its gentle, rhythmic breath. It was a place of pure, unadulterated magic, a place where dreams were born and the universe whispered its secrets to those who listened with their hearts. She reached out, her fingers brushing against the smooth, cool surface of the spring. Tiny luminous bubbles rose from its depths, each one carrying a miniature reflection of the constellations above. Dipping her hand into the water, she felt a tingling sensation, a surge of vibrant yet calming energy that flowed through her veins. It was as if the spring was sharing its ancient wisdom, its timeless stories of creation and cosmic harmony. Closing her eyes, she inhaled deeply, drawing in the scent of blooming night flowers and the faint, earthy aroma of ancient stones. The melody grew stronger, weaving around her like a silken thread, guiding her further into the heart of the sacred space. She felt a lightness, a sense of detachment from the earthly realm, as if she were floating among the stars, a celestial dancer twirling in the cosmic ballet. Before her, a path of shimmering moonlight stretched towards a grove of silver birch trees, their leaves rustling in a gentle, ethereal breeze. Each leaf seemed to glow with its own inner light, creating a mesmerizing spectacle of shifting patterns and luminous shadows. A soft invitation, a silent beckoning, drew her forward, deeper into the embrace of the enchanted forest. It felt like returning home, a homecoming to a place she had always known, a place that resided within the deepest recesses of her memory. Each step was lighter than the last, each breath a whisper of contentment in the grand symphony of the night. Deeper she wandered, the forest floor a tapestry of moss and fallen stars. Tiny phosphorescent mushrooms pulsed with a gentle rhythm, their light painting the undergrowth in fleeting strokes of emerald and sapphire. She reached out, her fingers brushing against their velvety caps, and felt a faint tingling, a whisper of the earth's ancient heartbeat. Ahead, a clearing bathed in moonlight, In its center stood an ancient oak, its gnarled branches reaching towards the heavens like the arms of a supplicant. Around its base, fireflies danced in spiraling patterns, their luminescence mirroring the constellations above. The air here was thick with the scent of honeysuckle and damp earth, a fragrance that stirred something primal within her. Beneath the oak, a pool of water, still as glass. The moon hung suspended within its depths, a perfect reflection of the celestial sphere. As she gazed into the water, she saw not her own reflection, but the swirling nebulae of distant galaxies, the shimmering dust of creation itself. A profound sense of peace settled over her, a feeling of being utterly and completely connected to the cosmos. She knelt by the pool, cupping her hands and drinking deeply. The water tasted of starlight and ancient wisdom, filling her with a knowing that transcended language. As she drank, the stars above seemed to brighten, their light weaving through the branches of the oak and bathing her in a silvery glow. She closed her eyes, and in that moment she understood. She was not just a visitor here, but a part of this place, a thread in the grand tapestry of existence. And in the quiet stillness of the enchanted forest, she found her way back to herself. With that understanding, a gentle warmth spread through her, melting away any lingering shadows of doubt or fear. She felt herself becoming lighter, as if the earth beneath her feet held her less firmly than before. The scent of honeysuckle intensified, drawing her further into the heart of the woods. A soft, melodic humming began to resonate in the air, like the gentle strumming of a celestial harp. It led her deeper, past ferns that unfurled in slow motion and moss-covered stones that whispered secrets to the wind. She reached a clearing bathed in the soft, ethereal light of the moon. In the center stood a circle of silver birch trees, their slender trunks gleaming like polished ivory. As she stepped into the circle, the humming grew stronger, enveloping her in a cocoon of sound. The ground beneath her feet felt soft and yielding, like walking on a cloud. The air shimmered with tiny, iridescent particles, like captured stardust. She closed her eyes again and saw visions unfolding before her, not as a viewer, but as a participant. She danced with the aurora borealis, swam in rivers of liquid moonlight, and soared through the cosmos on the wings of a gentle breeze. Each vision was a memory not of her own life, but of the life of the universe itself. She felt the birth of stars, the slow dance of galaxies, the whisper of creation echoing through eternity. It was all there within her, a symphony of existence playing out in the quiet stillness of her soul. And in that moment, she knew that she was not just a part of the tapestry, but the tapestry itself, woven from starlight, dreams, and the whispers of the ancient trees. The air grew lighter still, and a soft, golden dust began to swirl around her, catching the faint, ethereal sunlight filtering through the leaves. Each particle shimmered with its own inner light, a tiny spark of the same fire that burned within the stars. They danced around her like playful sprites, whispering secrets of forgotten languages and echoing with the laughter of long, lost civilizations. She found herself floating upwards, the forest floor receding beneath her like a tapestry of emerald and jade. Above, the canopy opened, revealing a breathtaking vista of the night sky. Even though the sun still shone gently upon her face, stars, unseen by mortal eyes in the daylight, now twinkled with vibrant hues of amethyst, sapphire, and ruby. They hummed with a gentle energy, a song of creation that resonated deep within her bones. A great, luminous being, woven from starlight and moonlight, descended from the celestial tapestry. Its presence was not frightening, but deeply comforting, like the embrace of a mother or the gentle touch of the wind. It extended a hand, not of flesh and blood, but of pure, shimmering light, and invited her to join the dance. Hesitantly, she reached out, her fingers brushing against the being's radiant form. A wave of warmth surged through her, and she felt herself being lifted higher, towards the heart of the cosmos, where the very fabric of reality was woven from dreams and stardust. The universe unfolded before her, an infinite ocean of possibility, and she knew, with a certainty that transcended thought, that she was home. The ancient trees whispered their blessings as she ascended, their leaves rustling a lullaby of cosmic peace. She drifted through nebulae painted in hues no earthly eye had ever witnessed, colors that shimmered and danced like living light. Each swirl and spiral held a story, a forgotten echo of creation, whispered secrets of stars being born and worlds taking shape. The air, if it could be called air, was filled with the soft chime of celestial harmonies, a symphony of existence that resonated deep within her very soul. She passed by constellations that recognized her, ancient patterns in the sky, nodding in silent greeting. Orion, the hunter, dipped his bow in acknowledgement, and the Pleiades, the seven sisters, showered her with a gentle rain of stardust, each tiny particle a blessing of celestial grace. As she rose higher still, she saw the great cosmic loom, where celestial weavers spun the threads of fate. Beings of pure light, their hands moving with effortless grace, wove tapestries of time and space, each thread a life, each knot a decision, each color a memory. They smiled at her, their eyes filled with an ancient wisdom, and she understood, without needing words, that she was a part of this grand design, a single shimmering thread in the infinite tapestry of the universe. The radiant being guiding her paused, its form coalescing into a gentle, warm light. It gestured towards a sea of pure, unadulterated light that lay before them. The source, it whispered, a voice like the softest sigh of the wind. The place where all things begin and to which all things return. A profound sense of peace washed over her, a feeling of complete and utter belonging. She knew, without a doubt, that she was ready. She closed her eyes and allowed herself to be drawn into the light, ready to become one with the infinite, eternal source. The lullaby of the ancient trees echoed within her, a promise of endless peace and the quiet joy of cosmic return. And as she drifted, the light unfolded not as a blinding beacon, but as a gentle, caressing embrace. It was the color of 1,000 dawns painted across the celestial canvas, the warmth of sun, kissed petals after a summer rain. She felt herself expanding, becoming less a singular point and more a boundless field of shimmering energy. She passed through curtains of stardust, each particle humming with a tiny, ancient song. The melodies resonated within her, weaving tales of galaxies born and nebulae dreaming. She saw fleeting glimpses of celestial creatures, beings of pure light and sound, dancing in the cosmic ballet. One, shaped like a colossal butterfly with wings of amethyst and gold, brushed past her with a whisper of pure joy. Then she found herself floating upon an ocean of liquid moonlight. The surface rippled with the faintest of tremors, reflecting the infinite tapestry of stars above. Below, she could sense the presence of slumbering leviathans, creatures of immense age and profound wisdom, their dreams shaping the very fabric of reality. She felt a deep connection to them, an understanding that transcended words and touched the very essence of their being. A gentle hand, woven from pure starlight, reached out to her. She took it without hesitation and was drawn deeper into the heart of the source. It was a place of unimaginable beauty and serenity, a symphony of light, sound, and color that resonated with the deepest part of her soul. She was home. With the starlight hand as her guide, she drifted through nebulae painted in hues no mortal eye had ever witnessed. Cosmic dust, shimmering like captured dreams, swirled around her, each particle a tiny universe unto itself. She heard the gentle hum of creation, a low, resonant note that vibrated in her very bones, a song of constant birth and renewal. They passed ancient constellations, forgotten by time, their stars whispering stories of lost civilizations and celestial dances performed for millennia. She saw comets weep trails of diamond tears, mourning the passage of ages, yet rejoicing in their brief, brilliant existence. They approached a great, shimmering lake of pure moonlight. Its surface was so still, so perfect, that it reflected the entire cosmos within its depths. On the shore, luminous trees with leaves of pure silver offered their silent welcome. She stepped onto the bank, feeling the soft, cool lunar sand beneath her bare feet. The starlight hand gently urged her forward into the lake. The water was neither cold nor warm, but perfectly balanced, a feeling of utter contentment washing over her as she immersed herself. She floated weightlessly, gazing into the mirrored cosmos below, feeling an absolute and complete union with everything that was, is, and ever will be. In this gentle bath of moonlight, she felt the weight of the world of all worlds simply dissolve away, leaving only pure, unburdened being. She was a part of the grand celestial tapestry, a single thread woven into an infinite and breathtaking design. Deeper still, the waters beckoned, not with a force, but with a gentle invitation, like a mother humming a lullaby. A silvery path unfolded before her, shimmering like spun moonlight, leading towards a nebula of amethyst and pearl. With a sigh that was barely a breath, she followed. The temperature shifted, not colder, but somehow crisper, like the first bite of frost on an autumn leaf, invigorating and clean. She noticed details she hadn't before, tiny motes of stardust dancing in the water, each a miniature galaxy swirling with its own light. They brushed against her skin, leaving a tingling sensation, a reminder of the vast energies held within the smallest of things. As she approached the nebula, the colors intensified. Amethyst deepened into regal violet, and pearl blossomed into opalescent rose. She could hear whispers, not of words, but of ancient songs, melodies woven from the fabric of time itself. They resonated within her, awakening memories that weren't quite her own, yet felt intimately familiar. Images flickered the birth of stars, the dance of planets, the slow, patient shaping of continents. She reached out a hand, and the nebula responded, enfolding her in its gentle embrace. It felt like coming home after a journey of countless eons. Here, in the heart of this celestial cloud, she was simply present. Without past, without future, only the infinite now, cradled in the arms of eternity. The whispers grew louder, coalescing into a single, resounding note, a tone so pure and clear it felt like the very essence of creation itself. And within that note she found peace, a profound, abiding peace that settled deep within her soul like a pearl nestled in the heart of an oyster. She drifted, bathed in light and sound, utterly content, knowing that she was exactly where she was meant to be. For as long as time allowed, the note resonated, and with each pulse, a new vista unfolded, not in the harsh glare of waking, but in the soft, diffused light of twilight. She found herself drifting through a grove of silver birch, their leaves shimmering like captured moonlight. A gentle breeze stirred, carrying the scent of damp earth and blooming jasmine, a fragrance both ancient and eternally new. Beneath her bare feet, the moss was cool and yielding, a living carpet woven from countless tiny threads of green. Fireflies danced between the trees, their tiny lights blinking in a slow, rhythmic ballet. They were not mere insects, but miniature stars fallen to earth, each carrying a spark of the celestial fire. She reached out a hand, and one of the fireflies landed on her palm, its light warm and gentle against her skin. It pulsed in harmony with the note that still echoed within her, a tiny echo of the cosmic symphony. She felt a connection, a kinship with this small creature, a shared understanding of the universe's secrets whispered on the wind. Further into the grove, she saw a pool of water, its surface as smooth and reflective as a polished mirror. Stars were mirrored perfectly, so she couldn't distinguish between what was above and below. She knelt beside the pool and gazed into its depths. The water wasn't merely reflecting, it was revealing. Images flickered within, glimpses of forgotten ages, faces of beings she somehow knew, though she had never met them in this lifetime. The past was not lost, but merely sleeping, waiting to be awakened by the gentle touch of memory. She reached out a tentative finger, the surface of the water rippling softly at her touch. The images swirled, coalescing into a single, clearer vision. A vast plain bathed in the golden light of a triple sunset. Silken grasses swayed in a breeze that whispered secrets in a language she innately understood. It was the language of stars, of stones, of the very earth breathing beneath her feet. The vision deepened, and she felt herself drawn into it, not physically, but in spirit. She was walking upon that golden plain, the three suns warm upon her face. The air hummed with a low, resonant tone, a symphony of creation. Before her, a grove of trees shimmered, their leaves crafted from pure moonlight, their branches laden with luminous fruit that pulsed with a gentle inner light. Drawn forward by an irresistible curiosity, she approached the grove. As she stepped beneath the canopy of moonlit leaves, a sense of profound peace settled over her. It was a peace beyond understanding, a peace that resonated with the deepest part of her being, a peace that told her she was home. A single fruit detached itself from a branch and floated towards her, settling gently into her palm. It was cool and smooth like a polished pearl. She lifted it to her lips, and as she tasted its ethereal sweetness, the memories of 1,000 lifetimes bloomed within her, each one a precious gem in the tapestry of her soul. She understood then that she was not merely a traveler, but a guardian, a weaver of dreams, a keeper of the ancient flame. The fruit dissolved like moonlight on water, leaving behind a whisper of stardust on her tongue. The ancient flame within her pulsed, a gentle warmth spreading through her limbs. She closed her eyes, and the forest around her shimmered, the trees swaying in a silent ballet of emerald and gold. When she opened them again, she stood not in the grove, but on the shore of a vast lavender sea. The water was still and reflective, mirroring a sky dusted with diamond, like stars. A gentle breeze carried the scent of night, looming jasmine and something else, something ancient and indefinable, a fragrance that spoke of forgotten ages and celestial secrets. Before her, a path of pale sand stretched towards the horizon, disappearing into the shimmering mist. With a heart full of quiet wonder, she began to walk. Each step was soft and silent, leaving no trace on the pearly sand. The air hummed with a low, resonant energy, vibrating in harmony with the slow, rhythmic pulse of the universe. She felt the presence of unseen companions, benevolent spirits gliding alongside her, their forms like wisps of silver in the starlight. As she walked, she noticed small, iridescent shells scattered along the beach. Each one pulsed with a faint inner light, like tiny stars fallen from the heavens. She picked one up, its surface cool and smooth against her skin, and held it to her ear. From within, she heard not the roar of the ocean, but a chorus of whispered melodies, harmonies of creation, the song of the cosmos sung in the language of light. The shell seemed to vibrate with ancient knowledge, secrets whispered from the dawn of time. She smiled and placed it carefully in her pocket, a tiny treasure to carry on her journey.